Good morning. Welcome to More Moments with Jesus. Today's inspiration. We can all use inspiration each day, and the Lord gives us much of it throughout our days. He will inspire us to continue spending time with Him, taking moments from the time He's given us, and giving them back to Him by thinking about Him, talking to Him, listening to Him, watching Him work in our lives. These are the things that truly please God. And if you want to try to get some inspiration yourself here, you can read your Bible. Of course, everybody does that every day, I know. You can go to John 15, verse 13, 2 Corinthians 5, verse 21, Zephaniah 3, verse 17, Numbers 6, verse 25 through 26. Read those. Sit with the Lord. Anywhere. Read those passages. Think about them. Let the Lord inspire some thoughts and inspiration in your mind. Here's what they inspired in others. The words say this: Rest in me, my child. This time devoted to me is meant to be peaceful, not stressful. You don't have to perform in order to receive my love. I have boundless, unconditional love for you. How it grieves me to see my children working for love, trying harder and harder, yet never feeling good enough to be loved. Be careful that your devotion to me does not become another form of works. I want you to come into my presence joyfully and confidently. You have nothing to fear, for you wear my own righteousness. Gaze into my eyes, and you will see no condemnation, only love and delight in the one I see. Be blessed as my face shines radiantly upon you, giving you peace. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yahweh. And again, those Bible passages you can go to at John 15, verses 13, 2 Corinthians 5, verse 21, Zephaniah 3, verse 17, and Numbers 6, verses 25 through 26. And ask the Lord to sit with you. He's going to sit with you anyway. He's always there. Never leaves us. He's right here with me now. He's right there with you. And that's a promise from God. It's been going on since the beginning of time. He loves us. He created us. Okay? If you look in your own life for something that perhaps through the inspiration of God you created, you might have not known the Lord at that time and thought that you were just the cat's meow, the smartest person on earth, and you had all these abilities to do these things. You created something. You watch over them, spend time with them. People who have homes, they take care of their homes. Some don't, but many do. You know, they fix them up just the way they want them. They do, special things to make them look better, to make them, be more what they want them to be. But think about God. He created us. But He gave us free will. Very, very hard choice for Him when He was creating us. But He loved us so much. He wanted us to be as close as possible to Him. So he gave us free will. And for many of us, it got us into trouble. But you can negate that free will. It still gives us a gift. But you can give it back to him and say, you know what, I think I'd rather you lead my life, even though I can do it. I think it'd be better if you lead my life. And he'll do it. He'll watch over you even more so because you've asked him. That's the part of the process of salvation, of being saved. When salvation happened when he died on the cross, we have to follow him each and every day. Every day. This is not, man made this. You read the Bible, and in the beginning, he worked 6 days and rested one. So man structured life on it. But he was, you know, that's how the life got structured. We have to work. In a way, not even work. We just have to sit with him. Because when we believe and think that we have to work to receive his love, we're in error. You do not have to work to receive God's love. You don't have to do anything. But you do have to have your mind focused on him, sit in his presence, or walk in his presence, or row your boat in his presence, or play your guitar in his presence, or brush your teeth in his presence, sleep in his presence. Always in his presence. And your life, although it will not be void of problems, and thank God. I mean, you really have to thank God for the problems. He's designed them into your life to make your life better, to help you spiritually grow. So if you don't have problems, you could be looking around to see what's wrong. You have to have them. Otherwise, you fall into this cocoon of, looking for the word, complacency, I guess it might be one of the words you could choose. The easy life. I got everything. I don't, you know, I'm safe. A safe life. That's where you stay. You don't grow closer to God. You don't learn spiritually. You're just safe. So he can't teach you because you're not spending any time with him. You're enjoying that golf game. You're going to watch the Red Sox play, or the Baltimore Orioles, or whatever state you're in, or country. You're baking that cake. Where you should be baking the cake with him. You still have to bake the cake, but when it comes to any questions like, how many cups of flour was that, Lord? And do you mind how many cups of flour it was? And he may change the recipe. But then the cake comes out better. This is really how it is. And people, they can look at me or others that like me, which is, I guess they think, we've learned on the 6th floor of some hospital somewhere. But one thing for sure, he'll be there with you, giving you peace. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yahweh. Yahweh, they left his name out of the book. King James Version, NIV. There are, I think, there's a few versions of different Bibles that do have his name. We'll have to look up. Hopefully, on some of these, I'd like to get into some of the things about the Bible. Great, everyone. It's God's Word. It's got its problems too, because man translated it. Man actually, through the inspiration of God, wrote it. So people make errors. It's not, and a lot of it has been done just to mislead people. So you got to be careful, especially when it comes to that, because God will lead us the way He wants us led. We can be misled too. Evil does exist, and it is in warfare with the Lord. It's crafty. God created it. Craftiest of all the beasts of the field the Lord made. The serpent was the craftiest. So you have to. That's why it's so important to read your Bibles, to study it. But you can sit there with the Lord and study it. I mean, most people turn to their pastors, their priests, their other people and say, well, what does this mean? And then that person gives them their opinion. Okay, I'd rather have God's opinion than man's opinion. Okay. Because He truly loves us. It's, the pastors and priests and whatnot don't love us, but they're fallible. They can make mistakes. God can't. Have a great day. I got to go to school today, another class. I'm going back to school after 50 years. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. I got to go play some music today. Thank you, Jesus. And whatever else the Lord has for me. I don't know. It's like an adventure. Around the corner is something new. But one thing for sure, He's around the corner to help me through it. Praise God. All right. Have a great day. And I'll be back tomorrow. God willing. Peace.